Hey everyone, welcome back to Alpha Insights. I'm Allison and I'm thrilled you're here.
And I'm Brittany. We have a cool infrastructure story for you today. And hey, if you have questions while you're listening, drop them at stockalpha.ai.
So, we're talking about two companies making a big bet on the AI connectivity stack: a scrappy San Jose startup called LumiLens, and a more established wafer scale player, Poet Technologies.
Exactly. LumiLens is barely a couple years old, but it's already grabbed attention. Founders and engineers from places like Cisco, Juniper, Meta, and Lumentum, and venture backing from Mayfield and Spark Capital.
Yeah, that's a good point. What's striking to me is the team pedigree. People who helped build past networking waves are now focusing on optics for AI. And here's the thing. The physics are what make this move inescapable. Copper is great for short links, but when you push to 800 gigabits per second and beyond, distance and density become real problems.
Right.
I mean, when you look at the data, large AI clusters need GPUs to talk across multiple racks as if they're one machine. Copper starts to choke on that. Signal integrity, bulky cables, heat, routing headaches.
Photonic interconnects, in contrast, use light through fiber, so you get higher bandwidth over longer distances with thinner cabling. That lets clusters scale without the same physical compromises.
And investors are already pricing that future. LumiLens hit a $1 billion valuation really quickly, which is unusual for deep tech hardware.
A couple things to flag. That's not just hype. Backing from infrastructure-focused firms like Mayfield and Spark signals they expect a multi-year transition, more like a 5 to 10-year arc, not a quarterly story.
Totally. And LumiLens isn't betting on one form of optics. They're building across the stack: pluggable transceivers, near-package optics, and co-packaged optics, plus their own silicon photonics and mixed-signal chips.
Let's break that down, because the forms matter. Pluggables are the current workhorse, modules you plug into switch faceplates or trays. They scale out networks across racks and rows.
Near-package optics bring the optical engines closer to the GPU or switch, which cuts latency and boosts density while keeping some modularity. Then, co-packaged optics puts optics right next to the ASIC package itself: maximum density and lowest latency.
Those last two, near package and co-packaged, are the scale-up moves hyperscalers will need as model sizes keep growing. Few companies can credibly play all three form factors.
Which is why this partnership with Poet Technologies is notable. Poet has spent over a decade on an optical interposer platform and wafer-scale manufacturing expertise.
LumiLens brings the systems architecture, custom silicon, and interconnect roadmap. Poet brings manufacturability and wafer-scale integration. Together, they fast-track an electrical-optical interposer solution that matters for co-packaging.
Honestly, I was a bit surprised by how strategic the fit sounds. It's not just a parts deal. It's about solving packaging, thermal, and assembly challenges that crop up when you put optics right next to GPUs.
And from a market angle, analysts value the photonic interconnect market at about $30 billion today and expect it to grow past $100 billion by the end of the decade, driven largely by AI data center demand.
So it's not a winner-take-all situation. It's an ecosystem play. Platforms, interposers, silicon, and manufacturing capacity all need to line up to meet hyperscaler timelines.
Right. And a couple quick caveats: we're just explaining the landscape and what strategists and investors are saying. We're not giving investment advice, and this isn't a recommendation to buy or sell anything.
Yeah, that's important. Analysts note that manufacturing risk, long development cycles, and supply chain scale remain big hurdles. The timeline matters as much as the tech.
Short reactions?
Interesting. Okay, quick wrap-up. 3 takeaways?
1. The move from copper to optics in AI data centers is less a question than a structural demand shift driven by bandwidth, distance, and density needs.
2. LumiLens is trying to cover the full transition path: pluggable today, near package next, co-package for the longer term. And that breadth is why Poet is a logical partner.
3. The market is large and growing fast, but execution and manufacturability will separate who can supply hyperscalers on time from who cannot.
Those are great. All right, that's our take for today. Thanks for listening.
Got questions? We'd love to hear them. Head over to stockalpha.ai, where you can ask us anything and we'll answer live. And while you're there, check out more market content.